Buenas.
Okay. I'd like to welcome Chile's coach, Juan Antonio Pizzi. Before we ask the media any questions, please talk about tonight and making it to the final.
Buenas noches. Bueno, lógicamente muy contento,
Good
muy
evening.
feliz.
Obviously, we're very happy.
Hemos hecho un gran esfuerzo. Se ha visto
We have made a huge effort, and I think
un
you could
partido de
see
fútbol
during the
increíble,
game,
a pesar
the
de
game has
que el
been
resultado final
incredible.
no se hayan convertido
Even
goles.
if the result meant
No le quita
that
mérito
we couldn't
al nivel de
score
fútbol que se ha
during the
jugado
game.
por parte de
But I
los
think
dos
anyway,
equipos, del esfuerzo que han hecho
both games have
todos los jugadores que
played
estaban
at a
adentro del
very
campo de
high
juego.
level and have made a huge effort. Every single player has given
Creo
everything.
que nosotros tuvimos alguna chance más,
I
sobre
think
todo
we had a couple of chances
en el último
more,
instante
a
del
couple of
alargue, con los
opportunities
dos
more
tiros
to
en los
score.
palos, pero
Mainly
digo, en general
at the
la
end
disputa fue
of the
muy
extra
intensa.
time.
Ningún equipo cometió
But
errores,
in any
ningún
case,
jugador cometía
it
errores.
was a very balanced game.
El
Nobody
esfuerzo que
made
hacían siempre era
any mistakes.
como si
No
recién empezase el
players made
partido.
any mistakes. So
Era muy
everybody was
difícil,
playing as if
incluso
it was
hasta
just the beginning of the game.
elegir los cambios,
It was
porque
really difficult even to make
cualquier cosa que podía
substitutions
uno
because
planificar desestabilizaba
anything
lo bueno que
I
estaban
could
haciendo,
have
en este caso,
planned
mi
could
equipo.
have had a negative impact on what my players were doing
Por suerte,
well.
en la definición por penales,
But fortunately,
Claudio estuvo
in the
impresionante.
penalty
Los
shootout,
pateadores estuvieron
Claudio was
impresionantes.
amazing.
Y me parece,
The players
estoy seguro que merecemos estar en la final.
scored the penalties were amazing, and I think we deserved being in the final.
Sergio Pinto, Televisión
Juan
Nacional de
Antonio,
Chile,
Sergio
una pregunta en
Pinto,
español.
National TV,
Primero que todo,
Chile. I
felicitarlo
have a question in
por esta
Spanish.
nueva
First of all,
final.
of
Hace
course,
poco más de un año
congratulations
estábamos
for
en Estados
being
Unidos
able to play
disfrutando
one more final.
de su primera final
A
como
year
técnico de
ago,
la selección
we
chilena.
were
Ahora su
in
segunda,
the United
en un
States.
partido, como usted decía, muy
For your
apretado,
first final,
donde
this is the second
al
final.
final
It's true
del alargue
that
pasaron
the
esas dos
game
jugadas
has
con
been
dos
very
palos.
balanced.
Yo le quería
At the end of
preguntar
the extra
básicamente
time,
cómo vivió
those two scoring
los penales,
opportunities were
que fue
amazing.
la instancia
How
donde
did you feel
Chile
during the
clasificó a la
penalty
final
shootout?
y
Because that's
bueno, la gran
where
actuación
your team
del capitán,
really
de
advanced
Claudio
to the
Bravo, que
final.
venía saliendo de
I think
lesiones
Claudio Bravo
logró
has
sacar adelante
been
la tarea.
amazing. He was injured.
Bueno, con
and
tranquilidad dentro de
look what he's done.
lo que es una definición por penales. Nunca
Well,
uno pretende
a penalty
estar en esa instancia
shootout
porque
is a
hay
penalty shootout. Nobody wants to be in that sort of situation.
es muy incierto todo lo que ocurre ahí, pero bueno,
Very
enseguida
unexpected, you
al
know, you never
Claudio
know what is
atajar
going
el
to
primero o
But
Arturo
when
meter el
Claudio was
primero,
able to stop
creo que
the first
dimos una señal de
effort
tranquilidad.
and
Claudio
Arturo
atajó el
scored,
primero, después nosotros seguimos
we started to
con mucha
feel a little
contundencia.
more
Y
relaxed,
reitero,
more
Claudio
calm. We calmed down.
tenía bien estudiado
Claudio
los pateadores, los entrenadores de
Had
porteros
really analyzed
colaboraron y
very
dieron
well
información sobre los pateadores y
his
eso nos
opponents.
permitió
He was very well trained and very well
ganar
prepared
por penal.
for that situation, and that's why we were able to win in the penalty shootout.
Please raise your hand. In the middle, this one here first.
Senhor Pizzi, para Metro de Brasília e para Metro de Chile também. Dos
I have
perguntas.
a question
Como é a
in
preparação
Spanish for
para
Brazil.
penaltis? Por
Two
exemplo, o
questions.
senhor
How do you
Loh da
prepare the
Alemanha
penalty
não
shootout?
treina penaltis.
For example,
Como se
Mr.
prepara
Loh
Chile?
from
Com
Germany
vídeos,
said
com
that they don't train
treinamentos?
for the penalty shootout.
E a segunda
How
pergunta,
does
a
Chile
Alemanha é um
prepare?
adversário
With
mais jovem
videos,
ou
with
México um
training?
adversário mais tradicional?
What do you
Qual
prefer,
é a
playing against
sua
Mexico
preferência?
or playing
Graças.
against Germany?
Con respecto
in
a
the
las
final?
preferencias, empiezo por la segunda,
Well,
el que
I'll
toque.
start answering the second
No,
question.
no
I
tenemos
don't mind. We'll play against
elección
any
de
of
ninguno de
those
los dos
teams.
y estamos
We
preparados para
cannot
enfrentar a
decide
cualquiera de los
who
dos.
we're going to play against, and we're prepared to
Con
play
respecto a los
against
penales,
any of them.
nosotros ayer
Now,
lo que
penalty.
habitualmente hacemos cuando
Penalty shootout.
la instancia de cualquier competición obliga a definir un supuesto empate
We
durante
need
el partido,
to consider
siempre
that
ejecutamos penales, pero la realidad
there might
es
be
que
a
es muy difícil. Yo he sido
possibility that
futbolista, yo he
there's
pateado
a penalty
penalti,
shootout
no tiene nada
in
que
a
ver,
game like this.
o tiene poco
I've
que
been a
ver
player, and I have had
patear
to
un
kick
penal
penalties.
en un entrenamiento que
And
hacerlo
it's not
en
the
una
same
definición por
to
penales
train
donde
than to really have
el
to do
entorno es
it
completamente
in a
diferente.
semi-final or in a
Hay
final where the situation is completely
distintas
different.
teorías, distintas
There are
prácticas,
different theories,
todas son
different
válidas,
ways to do
pero
it. I think
generalmente uno
anything
repite la que
but
triunfa.
normally
Nosotros,
we try to do
mediante este
what has brought us
camino, por lo menos
success,
en anteriores definiciones,
and
más precisamente en la
previous
Copa América,
competitions,
tuvimos éxito y creíamos que
in
nos
the
podía
Copa
servir.
América,
Eso en
we
cuanto a
were
los pateadores. Los
successful with our
porteros me
style,
parece
and we just
que
did the
tienen
same thing now.
un poquito más
I think that those who have to kick the
de
penalties
información, porque uno puede
have a little
recolectar
bit more
imágenes
information,
sobre cómo patearon los penales la mayoría de los futbolistas que lo hacen en sus clubes o incluso en su selección.
how players do it when they
Y
play with
también
the
es
clubs or when they play
lógicamente una
with the national
virtud
teams.
que
So it's possible to
tienen que
analyze
tener
how they do
los
it.
arqueros.
And of course, goalkeepers need to study that.
Juan Antonio, ¿cómo le va? Luis Rojas Gallardo, UCB
Juan
Radio.
Antonio, how are you?
Primero que todo, las felicitaciones,
First of all,
obviamente.
congratulations,
Se hizo un gran
obviously.
planteamiento, se ganó bien
I
en
think
un
you
equipo
had a
muy
good
difícil. No es Ronaldo,
system,
acá
you
tiene
won
tremendos jugadores.
the team you
Pero
were playing
detrás de los
against is
ídolos,
an
detrás de cada
amazing team,
jugador hay
not only
seres
Ronaldo,
humanos.
but
Bravo
many
lo pasó
others.
mal en el año,
But
con las lesiones, con su actuación en el Manchester
behind
City.
every player
¿Cuál
there's
es
a
su
human
sensación
being.
desde el
Bravo
punto de
had
vista
difficulties,
humano, la
other players
sensación que
do.
tiene después de
So,
este triunfo
what's your
de lograr que
feeling
este
at a
grupo
human
que
level?
enorgullece a todo el país
What do you
esté otra
think
vez en
about
una
this
final?
amazing group who
Bueno, lo
makes
mismo
proud the whole
que
country?
ustedes, yo siento orgullo, los jugadores están orgullosos
like
de
you, I'm
poder
also very
representar
proud of this team,
a Chile
and
en
the
cada una
players are very
de las
proud to be
oportunidades
able
que
to
se le
represent
presentan para
Chile
representarlo.
in every
Nosotros
single
trabajamos
tournament they play.
con mucha humildad, sabiendo
We
la responsabilidad que
play
conlleva
knowing that we're carrying
nuestra
a huge
actividad,
responsibility.
los jugadores, los
We
entrenadores.
are very humbled by
Nos sentimos
this big
orgullosos, nos
responsibility
sentimos
we're carrying.
felices de que el pueblo
But
chileno
of course we're
esté
proud
contento.
now, and we're very happy because we have made our country happy.
Y ojalá nosotros
I
podamos
hope
seguir trabajando, que de hecho lo
we'll
vamos a
be
hacer
able
para
to
seguir agrandando
keep
esta
this
historia que
pace
está
and keep
sucediendo
working the way we're
en la
doing
actualidad con el
to
fútbol
keep
chileno.
having so much success in Chilean football.
Juan Antonio, por acá arriba,
Juan
por acá.
Antonio,
Enzo Olivera
I'm here.
para Gol TV, Tele
Enzo
12 de
Olivera,
Uruguay. Felicitaciones, pregunta en
Uruguay,
español. ¿Qué
TV.
significa para vos esta
Congratulations,
clasificación?
first of all.
Sos
What
argentino,
does it mean
es un
for you to be
representante
able to
interesante Chile en esta
advance
Copa
to the
Confederaciones.
final?
En una final
You
podría
are
ser
from
con México, que sería
Argentina,
fantástico para el fútbol
and
latinoamericano,
you are
o Alemania, el
representing
campeón del
Chilean
mundo. ¿Cuáles son tus
football?
sensaciones
You
como
might play
sudamericano,
against
como
Mexico,
representante del
it
fútbol
would be
sudamericano en esta
great
final
for
de
Latin
Copa
America, or
Confederaciones?
you might
Gracias.
play against Germany. So how do you feel
Ya lo he
representing South
dicho,
American
muy
football
contento, muy feliz,
Well, as I
orgullosos
said before, I'm
de poder
very
participar de
proud,
todo esto que
very
está
happy.
sucediendo
It's
con nuestra selección
wonderful to be able
y
to enjoy so many successes with our national team.
ilusionado de cara a lo que viene, ilusionado
Looking
de
forward
poder estar
to the future.
en la final y poder
I'm
competir
looking
con el
forward
equipo que
to the
sea,
final and to
de igual a
play
igual,
against any
y
of
en esa
those
competencia
two
tratar
teams.
de imponernos.
We will play toe to toe and we'll try to win.
Sí.
Сеньор Пицца, вопрос на русском языке.
Mr. Pizzo, question in Russian for you.
Вы наверняка согласны с тем, что в
We
спорте
probably
очень много
agree
решает удача,
that
везение, тем более, когда
success and luck is very important in sports.
Когда
And you're in the penalty
ваши
shootout
моменты
when your
в тайме
players
две штанги подряд,
have
вы успели
been
подумать,
very
что,
unlucky
возможно,
in the
сегодня
extra
лучше для
time
Чили,
against
что вот полагаться на удачу.
against the bar. And at the end of the day, you really scored. But do you think this is the prime success of such a game? To be lucky?
Sí, yo creo que nosotros hicimos méritos para
Yes, I think we
ganar el partido.
deserve
Creo que tuvimos
winning this
las
game.
chances. En el primer
I think
tiempo
we deserve this
tuvimos
victory.
algunas.
We had many
Las más claras
opportunities
fueron en
in
el
the first
segundo.
half.
Es muy difícil
We had
o es
even
poco
more
habitual ver
opportunities
una
during the
jugada
second half.
que en la misma
It's
jugada
not very
la
common
pelota
to say,
pegue 2 veces
situations
en el
where the
palo.
ball hits the woodwork twice
Después,
in a
los
row,
penales,
but that's what happened.
si bien es incierto,
then
también
the penalty
cuentan
shootout,
las
it's
virtudes
true
de cómo
you never know
enfrentan
exactly what is going to
los
happen.
propios jugadores
But
esa situación
even
límite
that
de
can be
ejecutar un
prepared
penal.
and needs
La
players
tensión que hay,
to
cómo administran
do a good
los
job.
temores que siempre hay cuando
You
uno
know,
tiene
it's,
que ejecutar
very
una pena
tense, it's a
máxima,
very tense
y la
situation,
virtud, lógicamente,
and it's
también
very
del
difficult.
portero de saber
And on the other
o
hand, you know,
intuir
our goalkeeper had the
las
virtue
decisiones que puede tomar
to
la
foresee
persona que está
what
enfrente.
was going
En
to
ese
happen
aspecto
and
nosotros
what the player was going to
fuimos
do.
muy certeros, muy
I
contundentes.
think we did
Por
it
eso
well.
relativizo, no le quito de todo la participación de la fortuna o de la
It is
suerte,
true
pero
that there's luck,
quiero
but
también
I
que
wouldn't
forme
say that
parte
it's only luck.
de lo que es patear un penal, del mérito que tiene, de la personalidad
I
que tiene que
think
tener un
that
futbolista para
winning
enfrentar ese
in
momento.
penalty shootouts also means being a good player and
Por
a
acá,
good
¿cómo están?
goalkeeper.
Felicitaciones, pero no solamente por el triunfo,
Congratulations,
sino por el
first
alto
of all,
nivel
but
de
not only
juego
because you
de
won,
nivel
but also
mundial que
because
hicieron
you played
frente a Portugal.
very
Le quiero
well.
consultar, en
It's
partidos
been an
anteriores
amazing
Chile
game.
baja físicamente en
In
los segundos
previous
tiempos.
games,
Hoy,
Chile
con alargue
didn't
incluido,
perform so well
parecía que se querían
physically
comer la
during the second
cancha al
half,
final del
but today
desarrollo del juego. ¿Cómo
we
se
had the
hace? ¿Y
impression
cómo se
that you
recupera
were
pensando
fighting
en la
hard
final?
until the end. How did you do it,
Sí,
and how will
yo
you recover
coincido
for the final?
contigo.
Yes,
La
I
verdad
agree with you.
que mostramos un corazón muy grande,
That we have played with
un compromiso muy grande
heart.
con defender lo
We
que,
have shown a lot of commitment
nuestra propuesta,
to victory
incluso al
and to defend
extremo de
our game
estar
plan.
extenuados físicamente y sacando
The players
energías
were really
precisamente
tired
de eso, del corazón.
and managed to find
Además,
energy to keep fighting. I
lógicamente
think that
hay
energy came from their hearts.
muchos méritos de la preparación física, de la
And of
recuperación,
course,
de la
they
dosificación que
have
hacemos
also played so well
partido en
because
cada
they have
uno
been
de
preparing, they
los
have been training,
entrenamientos,
they have recovering properly
equipo
after
médico,
games and
al que
after training
incluyo
sessions,
a los
the
kinesiólogos y a
medical
los
team,
masajistas, junto con el
including
preparador físico y su ayudante,
every single member of the
forman
team,
una estructura
a
que nos
very important
permite
element in
visualizar
our
bien
squad.
las cargas que
They
podemos
are the
tener,
ones
dónde podemos
who tell us
o en
what
qué
we can
factor
do and
podemos recuperar.
what we cannot
Y
do,
bueno, eso hace
where we need to recover
que lleguemos
and where
en las
we
mejores
can
condiciones
press a little
posibles a
bit
cada
more.
uno de los partidos, porque son muy seguidos. Hace 3 días acabamos
And,
de
you
jugar un
know,
partido
we played
durísimo
the
también
last game
con
3
Australia,
days ago against
que
Australia.
terminamos
Australia, it was a very
extenuados
hard match as well.
y
The
72 horas
players were
después
really,
estamos
really
enfrentando
tired,
a
and 72 hours
como bien dijiste,
later, we
una
have
selección
played
top
against
a nivel mundial, que se juega a
excellent
largue y el
team,
equipo
a world team.
se esfuerza para competir. Es
But in any case,
simplemente
the
orgullo de
players have
representar a
given
esta selección.
everything. We're very, very proud.
Okay, the last question here. Put your hand up, yeah.
Kieran Pender for The Guardian in English. There's been a lot of talk about the penalty shootout, but ultimately your side didn't score across 120 minutes. Why do you think that was? And are you going to make any changes ahead of the game in St. Petersburg on Sunday?
Sí, la verdad es que yo creo que podríamos haber metido
I think we
algún
have
gol. Creo que ellos tuvieron
opportunities
también
to
una
score
opción
during the
bastante clara
120 minutes. They also
inmediatamente
had a
después
couple
de
of
que nosotros tuvimos la
opportunities.
nuestra en el primer tiempo.
Right after we had an opportunity in the
Claudio
first
tuvo
half, they
una muy
also
buena
had an
intervención.
opportunity, and it
Creo
was
que
Claudio who stopped
ya te digo,
that
merecimos meter
opportunity.
algún gol
I
durante
think
los
we could
120
have
minutos,
scored
pero bueno,
during the 120
tuvimos que esperar a los
minutes,
penales y ahí tuvimos
but we had
mucha
to wait
certeza y mucha
for the penalty
contundencia.
shootouts, and then,
Con
you know,
respecto
we did it well.
a el domingo,
Now,
vamos
Sunday.
a descansar,
First, we
a
need to
tratar de
rest.
recuperar
We will try to
la
recover
fuerza de todos los jugadores. Ayer
so
decía
that
que
all
estaban los 23
players
jugadores
can be fit
disponibles. Es
again.
muy
Yesterday
difícil
I
llegar a esta
said that the
instancia
23 players
con
were
todo el
available
plantel
to play for the
disponible
team.
después de haber
It's
jugado
very difficult to be able to have
3
all
partidos muy
players
intensos como
available
fueron la fase de
after
grupo.
so many
Nosotros le habíamos agregado
intense
3
games
partidos
before.
amistosos previos
We had
al inicio
3
de la Copa,
friendlies
que también
before
nos
the
llevó
tournament and then the 3
a hacer
games in the group phase.
un desgaste importante.
So,
Y de
of
acuerdo a
course, there
cómo
was
se vayan
a
recuperando, vamos a ir
certain
tomando
level
las
of,
decisiones.
tightness.
Tenemos ahora
But we'll see
4
how
días
the
o 3 días
players recover, and depending
para
on that,
descansar
we'll take our decisions. Now we have
y
3
planificar
days
bien lo
more
que
or
va a
less
ser
to recover,
el
to
partido
rest,
del día domingo.
and to plan the game for Sunday properly.
Bueno, acá nos han tratado muy bien. Esta ciudad es la
Can we say
tercera vez
something
que
about
vengo
Kazán? Well,
a Kazán.
we had a very warm
He tenido la
welcome here in
oportunidad de estar
Kazán. It's the
en
third time
invierno,
I've been here.
donde
I've been here
la
in
nieve
winter.
hace presencia y muy
Winter,
fuerte, donde el frío
There's
es
a lot of snow in this city.
muy-
It is
muy
really
importante.
cold.
Y en las dos posibilidades, ya sea en verano o en invierno, me ha gustado mucho el trato que recibimos acá.
The city both
es
in
fantástico.
summer and in winter. They have really
En verano,
received us
lógicamente,
with
se pueden
open arms.
apreciar mucho mejor
During
las
the
cosas.
summer,
Uno
obviously,
tiene
you can enjoy more the city
más predisposición a conocer y a recorrer
because
muchas de las cosas que
have
están
more
acá.
possibilities to go out and to
Así
visit
que,
many of the beautiful things this city has to
al que
offer.
tenga la posibilidad de venir,
So,
que
if you
aproveche
have
que es
the
una
possibility
hermosa
to
ciudad.
come here, please do because it's a beautiful city.
¿Listo?
Sí. Okay, thanks very much.
Listo. Buenas noches.
Santos. Before we take questions from the media, Fernando, you talk about tonight's match.
I think it was an excellent game, a good propaganda for football, two excellent teams. Before the game, I had already said that, two excellent teams. They both showed they wanted to win. That's how they turned up on the field, with the willingness to win. With Portugal started very well. We were able to surprise, to a certain extent, the pressure of the Chilean team. Even when we were playing from the back, and in the first 20 minutes we were better, in spite of Chile having had the first goal opportunity. Right after that we had a good goal opportunity, and we had other chances which we didn't score, and then Chile balanced the game. In the last 20 minutes of the first half, it was balanced. Second half, it was balanced. One team on top first, another team afterwards. The teams became tired. Sometimes they played better, sometimes worse. But after extra time, Chile was the winner, and it was the fair winner. And congratulations. If Portugal had won, we would have been the fair winners as well. In the last few minutes of extra time, they did have a good opportunity, but during the game, it was always very balanced, with an opportunity on one side, an opportunity on the other side, dangerous play on both sides. Chile won. We have to congratulate Chile.
Boa noite, Fernando Santos. Aqui em cima, Manuel Fernando Silva para a RTP. Pergunta em português. A ideia que dá que, ao contrário do que é habitual, hoje Portugal não conseguiu criar tantos momentos de perigo, tanta ligação em termos de ataque. Descontado o mérito da equipa do Chile, que existirá sempre, o que é que acha que aconteceu hoje para de facto não haver tantos lances de perigo e tantas oportunidades de gol para Portugal?
Very few goal opportunities. Well, I think Chile played very well. They're a difficult team. They don't give us a lot of space.
Eu acho que a nós faltou-nos, e sempre que o conseguimos fazer, e isso tínhamos visto no jogo com a Alemanha. A Alemanha teve este problema, esteve sempre praticamente dominada pela equipa do Chile. E só se libertou deste domínio quando conseguiu variar rápido a bola de flanco, quando levava um flanco e rapidamente fazia chegar ao outro lado e então a partir daí invadia o campo do Chile, criava normalmente problemas, fez até o golo assim a Alemanha. Era esse o nosso plano, era na realidade libertar-nos da pressão e depois fazer a bola correr rápido e sermos objetivos na função do ataque. Eu acho que tivemos alguns momentos em que isso conseguimos fazer com alguma qualidade, essa variação, essa mudança de centro do jogo, metendo velocidade no jogo, e é por isso que eu digo, houve ali um período em que Portugal conseguiu ser melhor, muito por força disso. Depois, houve momentos em que não conseguimos tanto, umas vezes por mérito do Chile, outras vezes porque na realidade o nosso jogo interior não funcionou tão bem, e a partir de determinada altura, sim, começámos a ter muitas bolas longas. E eu, por isso, na segunda parte, quando vi a equipa estava muito em bolas longas, num processo muito de colocar a bola na frente. É verdade que, tendo dois jogadores na frente, a probabilidade de ganhar uma bola era maior, mas também o controle do jogo já não existia. Estávamos com muita dificuldade no controle do jogo, por isso chegar com mais gente à frente, porque os nossos médios não estavam a conseguir chegar à frente. Optei por também, pensando que o Chile pareceu-me, que claro, a mim pareceu-me que o Chile estava com algumas dificuldades nos jogadores laterais, os laterais estavam com alguma dificuldade. Portanto, pareceu-me que colocar o André Gomes atrás do Cristiano, jogando o Cristiano móvel na frente e com dois extremos, podíamos, na realidade, criar o jogo pelas linhas e depois criar algum problema que abatiu. Acho que há um momento em que isso aconteceu, mas depois voltou um bocadinho ao princípio. Ainda tentei, com a entrada do Gelson, também dar velocidade ao jogo, mas o jogo já estava muito equilibrado. Eu penso que nos faltou essencialmente isso. Faltou-nos na circulação ser um pouco mais objetivos.
Boa noite, Sr. Fernando Santos. Duas perguntas aqui para o Metro Brasil. Cristiano Ronaldo jogou mais recuado do que de costume.
Cristiano Ronaldo played back a bit. Was that an option?
Isto foi uma opção tática sua e qual a razão? A segunda, o senhor atribui os erros nas 3 cobranças, dos pênaltis, o malogro nas 3 cobranças a méritos do goleiro do Chile ou a erros dos jogadores de Portugal? Muito obrigado.
Não parece, eu nunca ouvi praticamente atrás da linha de meio campo, claramente jogou atrás da linha de meio campo, jogou sempre na posição que é habitual dele.
In relation to the first question, Cristiano Ronaldo played in his normal position up front. He created many positions up front, so I don't think there was any
antes do contrário, ao contrário, por exemplo, da Alemanha, que jogou sempre no seu terço do campo, que nós procuramos sempre
played back. No, he played in his normal position. We were always trying to press our opponent up front. In relation to penalties, obviously the goalkeeper was fantastic, but the 3 players who failed the penalties in the game against Poland in the European Championship were heroes. They marked today. They didn't score. Obviously, the goalkeeper was very good, but I always defend my players. That was my responsibility because I chose them to score the penalties.
Gabriel Marcotti, ESPN. I was curious about the penalty shootouts because you've had several. Do you decide the order before and then that doesn't change? Or would you have considered, maybe after the first penalty was missed, changing the order and perhaps having somebody at number 5 shoot before to give more confidence or whatever?
That's the order we chose. That was the decision. The penalties were taken as they were. These 3 players scored their goals in the European Championship, so there's no way to think along those lines.
Okay, thank you very much.